So Jordan Brand is taking shots at Adidas. The shoe surgeon is getting sued. And how do we fix this sneaker drop problem? Because it always seems impossible to get the sneakers we want.
All that and more in today's episode of the Beyond Kicks podcast. Let's roll the intro.
Solid. How was your week, man? Any updates? Oh, there were a few updates. I'm remembering now. They're coming to me. Something about a pitcher's mound and some KDs, right?
Yes.
Those look sick.
You scared me. I was like, what are you talking about?
I forgot about it until just now.
So flashback to last week, I actually got lunch with Bailey Ober, one of the pitchers of the Twins. We chatted about future plans on kicks and stuff, and since the Grinches went so good, we're like, well, let's just keep running it and seeing what happens. So I actually got that pair back. They're in the basement, so I got to do some content on the wear and tear on those, which there actually was quite a bit of wear and tear.
Okay.
But yeah, we just chatted about what was going to happen, and so the Twins announced their City Connect uniforms. He was going to rock them on Friday. He ended up getting pushed to the Saturday game, so we went to the Friday game. It was a fun game. I went with my mom and dad and my wife, and
nice.
At the end of the night, we hit a walk-off. It was great. Little Kepler hit a little walk-off home run, and then the game ended, and everyone was kind of sticking around, and they were like, all right, like Flow Rida is coming out in 20 minutes. And we're like,
yeah, I saw that. What? I was like, what is going on?
Yeah, so there was just an impromptu Flow Rida concert at the end of the game, which was pretty fun. So,
what more could you ask for?
Yeah, exactly. So he was supposed to play him Friday. He ended up getting pushed Saturday. And then so I bought tickets to Saturday's game, got down to the stadium, and right when I parked, the game got postponed until Sunday, which was a bummer. I mean, nothing I could do about it. But they were still rocking the City Connect uniforms. Couldn't make the game because I was celebrating Father's Day with my wife's side that day and watched the game, and he was rocking them and got picked up by the outlets again, and it was a great success. So,
that's cool, man.
Yeah,
I got super excited when I saw the photos, as always, or just your little screen grabs. I'm like, that's so cool. Yeah. So cool to see on live TV. That's nothing better.
No, I love it. It's cool, and they really popped. I thought they would blend in kind of too well because a lot of other players were wearing yellow kicks because the City Connect uniforms are yellow and blue, and so I was like, it might be too yellow, but yeah. They ended up popping pretty well. So, yeah, we got some crazy stuff in the works. I actually just got a pair that we're getting cleated up next. There's two pairs, another pair of Kobe's, way more exclusive pair, and then a pair that nobody has ever cleated up before that are I got them in yesterday, and I just shipped them out to Custom Cleats. I think they get them Friday, so hopefully I get them back by early next week, and then hopefully he actually likes wearing them. So he's never had a pair before. So
let's go.
It'll be and if he does rock the pair that I want him to rock, they're gonna break the internet. I mean, just for sure, hype behind it. So stay tuned for that.
Yeah. Well, outside of that, any fun new pickups? Any cool videos you're working on? What's up?
Yeah. I got some ACG stuff from Nike. Got a video going out maybe tomorrow on that, maybe today. And then I got the pair of minted New Yorks.
Nice. In your size too, right?
In my size.
Finally.
Those are money. Those are gas. Those are top 10 this year, no question, if not top 5 already. I wore them once. They're super, super light. They're not like a good beater pair because the mesh is all see-through mesh. There's no like lining behind it. So they're super breathable and they're super light, but they're not like go hiking in them type deal because you're going to get your socks all messed up. But they're sweet. I'm very excited to have those. And then the Artifact Dunks finally shipped. So they're supposed to come Friday, but they're coming Monday now. They're getting shipped from Hong Kong. So the Nike Artifact, I got 2 pairs, 1 pair on my own, 1 pair through Soul Savvy. They were doing pre-orders you could do back in October or September and October. And the pair that I got coming first is the Genesis pair, the gray and blue pair, which I'll pull up a picture of. They're sweet. I'm excited to I'm
I'm
excited to get them in. I
I'm
think they're going to
excited
be
to
really
see your
cool.
photos and videos of them because they already like photos on the internet. They don't look real. They look like just a mock up of a shoe because the way the panels lay, the color blocking, they just look wild. Like that doesn't even look
Yeah,
real.
they look like they're straight out of Ready Player One. Is
Yeah,
kind of the comparison that I've been doing. Yeah, here's an in-hand look. These were early prototypes.
yeah,
I mean, yeah, I mean they look crazy, but they don't look crazy at the same time.
I agree.
I don't know. I'm just excited. I know they had them on display at Complex Con. Didn't get to go this past year, but um, yeah, hopefully they're cool. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's been like
Forever.
it's been a while.
Yeah,
None of these photos are loading nice. Yeah, it's
of
been a
course.
while. So
I'm excited to see
photos.
those, man. That's gonna be cool, Bear.
Yeah, the blue swoosh looks sweet. So
It
yeah,
does.
I mean, I got the NFT with this one, and I mean it was a process I had to hit up. I can't remember who I was talking to, but somebody helped me through the entire process, and it took a while, and it was more like I got to do it for content wise, but then also they're going to be super limited because there's such a high barrier to entry and actually buying them, and then
Yeah.
waiting. They weren't supposed to ship till August, so waiting 6 months to a year to actually get the pair, like people aren't going to be doing that. Like I paid for them
No.
back in October, so and then the other pair, the purple and black pair, I got coming as well. So yeah,
Dope.
very very excited about that. Otherwise, that's what's new with me. What about you?
Dude, it's been a pretty chill week. Just trying to catch up on the content. Posted my ACG Mountain Fly 2 video today. I love the way
I
that
saw
shoe
that.
looks, dude. It's just so cool. And I don't know if it's the color or what, but yeah, I'm super excited to start just hiking, wear them when I go camping next. Um, got like the lunar Rome video tomorrow. Still got to finish up two more, and yeah, just pound out those last few edits and then start working on some other videos. Trying to plan out my next non-sneaker related video. Try and maybe script it a little bit. We'll see. We'll
Mm-hmm.
see what I come up with. Yeah, outside of that, nothing crazy. Got some, or you got the same package, some new apothecary shirts. Shout
I
out
did. I
to,
think. Yeah, I'm rocking
hey,
them
there
right
you
now.
go. Shout out Osman and Seth. They're actually really
The
sick.
only thing that's bugging me is there's like double pegs. There's a
Yeah,
little tiny peg.
that
It's
makes
kind of bugging
sense.
me, so I gotta cut that off. But the
I'm the
quality,
same
they
way.
sent me XLs too, and I'm just a bigger boy. I like an oversized fit, and usually I
Mm-hmm.
like a double X because then I can shrink them, and then they're like a good in
Perfect.
the medium, like being oversized but not too oversized, not too tight. And these are XLs, and they actually like they're long enough where they don't look bad on me. So
Yeah, I dig it.
I like
Uh,
them.
outside
Shout
of
out to those guys.
those, got some stuff from Sunday. Hat and their new crop tee.
I'm very jealous.
I know. I'm excited to rock that crop tee. I love that color, and it looks sick. Um,
They release some their hoodies too.
yeah, they released like the first round of them. I think 2 days ago or something like that. I was gonna pick up one, but I kind of want the blue, so I'm sort of waiting to see when that
Or
drops. Yeah, the core hoodie pack. That's what it is. But
I think I need to buy one to see what the quality's like. The blue one's available.
is it now? It wasn't when I looked, so I'll have to breeze over there and possibly pick it up. We'll see. But
Yeah, it's sitting on the website. I don't honest. The blue's nice. I don't know. I'd probably get the black one.
yeah,
110. Is the quality worth the price?
for the tees, I would say yes. The hat seems pretty decent. I haven't tried any of their like hoodies or sweatshirts, so I don't know. But I haven't seen anybody say anything negative, so there's really no telling. But we went to the World of Coke and the aquarium over the weekend. That was the first time me or Anna have been to the World of Coke since we were, I don't know, children. I couldn't even tell you the last time. It was fun. I mean, it's not like super underwhelming. I mean, it's only like $20 or something like that to get in, but you get to try a ton of different Coke products from all around the world, so that's cool. But it was slammed, so it was just like trying to maneuver around everybody to try all these different flavors, and that was exhausting. So from there, just went to the aquarium, saw the fish, and relaxed for the weekend. That was about it. Pretty chill. Nothing too crazy.
There you go. Pretty relaxing week. We do have quite a
Right.
bit of stuff to cover. Seth and I were talking. We're gonna talk about bigger topics in the sneaker world, not necessarily just day-to-day news and stuff. We're always going to cover news. I mean, that's just something we're going to get, but we kind of want to break down bigger topics. And if you're good to jump into this, just different stuff that is going on. I mean, we have a lot of lawsuits. We kind of want to talk about that. Nike's taking shots at Adidas. There's big ticket items that we can spend a lot of time and break them down. So I think we're going to start doing that, but obviously we're still going to cover the news and everything.
I'm excited.
So.
Let's do it. So Nike taking shots at Adidas, or more specifically Jordan Brand. But did you see the original ad?
I didn't watch it.
They're putting up this new billboard that says "Don't stop disbelieving." Photo of Jason Tatum, Jordan Brand. And the billboard they're taking down in order to put this billboard up is this nice peachy color that we've seen in all of the Adidas Anthony Edwards ads. And according to Brendan Dunn, he has obviously so many connections in the industry, but someone said the color on the billboard was very much done on purpose. So,
yeah, I mean, here's my take on it. Jason Tatum is super cringy. He's not as cool. He doesn't have as much aura as Anthony Edwards right now. I mean, he just and I don't know how tuned in you were at this, but he basically he won the finals. Like, okay, he didn't win Finals MVP, which he should have. That's like Anthony Edwards. That's Karl Anthony Towns winning it instead of Anthony Edwards. Like, you gotta win it. Like, if you're the guy. And then like post game, he was doing all these cringy like, we did it, like copying Kevin Garnett. He was doing the Kanye thing at the club, like doing the Kobe pose, but like being super obvious with like, I don't know. He's just super cringy.
yeah.
And of course, Jordan Brand would be taking a shot at Ant. Like, that's a company that's taking direct market share from their basketball brand. So I don't know why they wouldn't.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, Complex just said sneaker of the year so far is the A1. So
I saw that.
pretty obvious.
I'm not going to say I'm surprised, but it kind of took me for a surprise. I was like, Complex, look at
I'm
you.
not
I know they talk about
at
the
all.
sneaker every week, but
I think it's just
it's cool.
It's one of those years where they had like the Deion Sanders at number 8. Like, I was like, that's crazy. That's the OGs speaking. Like, that's not a top 8 shoe. But I mean, I think it's just such an obvious, like, this is the sneaker of the year type year, the 81. Unless something blows us away in the last 6 months here, it's going to win it. My guess is that the summer is going to be pretty slow. We're supposed to get the lows in July, supposedly. And then once the basketball season starts back up at the end of the year, it's going to be running away again, barring that they do like good colorways and releases and stuff. But then it'll be like, all right, this is definitely the sneaker of the year. So,
but it's just interesting seeing Jordan Brand kind of like punch down and acknowledge it, because I feel like they never really acknowledge any competitors. They're just like, oh, we're Jordan Brand, we're the best.
Well, if they don't, then they're just gonna get buried. Like, they're just gonna keep getting buried. Like, the Tatum 2s, not even close to the Anthony Edwards. I have never seen a person ever rock a pair of those on the street or even on the court.
See, I don't follow him. I haven't really seen anything about him, but
he's a meme, dude. Like, Ant is a meme in a good way, where he'll say stuff like he's basically Michael Jordan. Like the way his memes come across is like he's a badass. Like, he's got that swagger. Like, he's a stud on the court. Like, he's got the shoes. But he's like kind of calm about it. Tatum's like trying to be that, but it's super, super obvious that he wants to be that, but he's not. And so it's just
interesting.
It's bad, man. Not a Tatum guy. It was like the most boring finals ever. Like, no offense to the Celtics or the Mavericks, but like the conference finals were way better than the finals. I mean, the East was boring to watch. I don't know anyone that actually watched. Like the Knicks were fun to watch, the Pacers were fun to watch, but like we knew the Celtics were going to win it. And then the West, it was like Oklahoma Mavericks, great series, Wolves, Suns, Wolves, and this might be super Wolves biased, but I mean like in terms of competition, like the Nuggets Game 7, like that series was way better than the finals, and I think a lot of people would agree, and the ratings probably agree too. I mean that Game 7 was like peak entertainment, and it's a bummer because then it's like, all right, then we got to go play the Mavs. We got sweeps. That series is not even fun to watch. And then the finals, it was basically a sweep. So, and then the one game that they did lose, it was like a 40-point blowout.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know.
Don't stop disbelieving. So the shoe surgeon, I actually just watched a Sneakernomics. He did a video on this a minute ago. And it was interesting because I haven't seen much on it, but apparently Goyard is suing the shoe surgeon with trademark infringement lawsuit.
Surgeon.
I cannot say that. I'm not gonna lie, I just reshot I think the intro 3 times because I was like shoe surgeon. Like I can't. It's hard.
That was like when I was growing up, I could never say free throws. It was always 3 throws or
it makes sense.
I could never say free throws.
It's the double S's, man. It's hard. Yeah. But this one I thought was kind of interesting because to the best of my knowledge, you know, he's always used, I mean, I don't know, like authentic Goyard materials and just make a shoe out of them, which to me, that doesn't seem like bad. But I guess when you think of it from the brand side, like, oh, people may think these are an official Jordan Brand and Goyard collaboration at the end of the day. So I get it. And I also didn't realize that he sells these for like $7,000, which to me is just,
they're very, very
outrageous.
The custom world is interesting because when you're starting off, you basically give your stuff away for whatever people will pay for it. And then as you slowly get more popular, like Deadstock Anatomies, now that he's actually have, like, when I first met him, like, the first piece, like, he gifted me, we did a video, like, it was super cool, like, super blessed. And then it was, I think he was charging like $400 or $500 for a piece of work. And I have no idea how much time it takes or whatever, but it's like you're trying to get your brand off the ground. And then you make a piece for Travis Scott and Dana White. Okay, now prices are well over $1,000. Like, stuff gets up there. So, I mean, once you're to the shoe surgeon's level, I mean, you can charge basically whatever you want, especially like all the brands that he's worked with. Like, I know he's done
celebrities,
Can-Am, like the NBA, like just crazy stuff.
I don't know.
So.
Just customs in general, paying like $5,000-$10,000 for a pair of custom shoes. That's like this. That's like, you know, a Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Goyard, like print on it. I'm like, it's just kind of corny, but that's just me. I'd rather spend the money on an actual piece of art.
I could,
you know,
I mean, in terms of quality of work, I could hire Jordan Diab, good friend of ours. I mean, I could get the print, get the materials, spend $500-$600 on materials. I could hire him, and he could do it for a couple of grand, and it would be the same level of work because his attention to detail is easily the same, if not better. So it's, I mean, a lot of it's branding. And the interesting thing, I don't know if you saw any of this, but apparently they sent a cease and desist oh my gosh, a cease and desist letter.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm talking about. They sent a letter to him in June of 2022 regarding the unauthorized use of materials. And then again in July, they never got a response from shoe surgeon. God, this podcast.
Yeah, if anyone knows a
tongue twist,
any sort of speech courses that me and Charlie could take, that'd be amazing.
Yeah. Something I think about all the time is I'm very jealous of people that are very, very well spoken. Like they can just, like, I don't know if you listened to the last Colin and Samir episode, but the guests that they had on, dude, there was no
dude was like cannon the whole time.
It was
I was like, what is this?
Yeah, dude, it was
what
insane.
Is this, man?
Yeah, I feel like a bomb.
That was
wild. Yeah, so they sent him a letter in June and July, never heard back. And so now they're like, all right, we're gonna sue him for $2 million.
I was unaware of that, but I mean, it makes sense too. And I know now,
From what I've heard, it's
yeah,
fueling
and now they're
things.
like investigating to see if he's even using, authentic go yard materials, because if he's not, then that's a whole other can of worms. So I guess we'll wait and see. But to me, it makes
Really,
sense at the end of the day.
you pay 10 grand for a pair of shoes and it's not even the right material.
That would be crazy. I'd be furious, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. Custom shoes with designer, it's not for me. So I get it.
It's interesting because I saw this lawsuit pop up on my timeline on Instagram, and I was like, "Who's Nike going after again?"
Yeah.
And then I saw Goyard, and I was like, "Interesting. Like we haven't seen them in the mix yet." They just sued a bunch of people for selling reps online. They're requiring 3x what they were selling them for. Like Nike just continues to go after people. I just, I never remember like when we got into the game, like really got into it and started posting content even like a couple of years ago, there just was not any lawsuits
Yeah.
ever. Like, and now it's like once or twice a week we're
For the
getting one.
longest
Like
time, they were just
this
like,
company suing this company.
like they just didn't care. And then now their legal team's like, okay, now that we're having to lay off a ton of people and we're losing a ton of money, let's maybe start taking this
Yeah.
serious.
Speaking about lawsuits, I think you need to file a lawsuit.
Between who? Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. We were talking about this. Charlie sent me a video on Instagram the other day from this kid, and the video was damn near identical to what my video is. So this isn't even the one you sent me. You sent me like a Jordan 4 one. I don't know if I included it.
This
Yeah,
is yours.
this one's
We'll go
mine.
for the
But
reference first.
so this is my Jumpman Jack, sort of just quick 30-second review, showcasing the shoe, all the little hand motions and foot placements. And it's playing, some Travis Scott song. I thought it was okay. It got like a few million views. And then this guy uses the exact same song, exact same model, different colorway, doing everything the exact same way as my video. And I'm just like, what? Dude, this isn't okay. If you switched it up a little bit, maybe. But the first 3, 4 shots
No, it's a
are
direct
the
rip.
exact same, man. Come on. Come on. That's just disrespectful. And there was another video he kind of did it too as well with a Jordan 4, sort of just doing the exact same thing I do, different order. But when I was looking at his this video, and I'm just like, what? Be more creative. But if you look at his profile, there's a number of photos that look not as good, but definitely inspired by 80s sneaks. The way he sort of has his backdrop laid down and like the shoes are floating in the air. I was like, okay. So he's also copying 80s sneaks, like that one on the right, like how he has the backdrop coming up, and Andy's kind of been doing a similar thing recently. I'm like, okay. And then if you scroll down, the Jordan 1 Low, the Travis, those are a direct rip. I don't even know if you can watch them, but they're a direct rip from Common Hype. And they have been doing that forever, where they sort of dangle their feet and they go up and down and up and down.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, dude, what is this? Just do something original. Come on, guys.
Gotta love a good copycat.
I don't know. It most of the time it doesn't bug me, but when I saw it with the exact same song and exact same angles, I was like, okay,
Block and move on. I thought it was funny though.
just be yourself. That's all it is. But yeah, I thought that was funny as hell. We had to bring it up. Let's talk about sneaker
Yes.
drops though, because I know you were talking about this earlier. How was it the Nina Chanel's were like super hard to get?
So yeah, so I'll give you kind of the breakdown of it. So there's been 2 recent drops that have been, well, 3 really. The first one I want to talk about is the Minted New York
Mm,
drop, the pair that I just picked up, the Pro Grids. The drop was an absolute nightmare, which I'll give Marcus a little bit of a break because he's never had the oath bots or anything
yeah.
like that. They tried to defend them as best as they could, but the drop was an absolute nightmare. Nobody got pairs. Like, it was just bad. The second drop, the Nina Chanel drop, you couldn't even log into the website. It was just not good. Like, you couldn't do anything at all. You could, like, I was trying to submit my entry for, I don't know, an hour or so, and you couldn't even like put in all, you type in all your
Yeah.
info and everything, and then you'd hit confirm and like enter the raffle, and then it was, sorry, there's too many people trying to get in right now, and so it won't let you.
Dude.
So you had to keep doing that, keep doing that. So they extended it, like pairs, like they're still like they're going for $400 or $500, and like I get a lot of pairs now you can pick up for retail, but like the stuff that's still exclusive, like these, which I really want to get a
Yeah.
pair of, you can't get pairs of. Like, they're still messed up. And then the other one I was just thinking of too was the Action Bronson
Oh, yeah.
1906.
A lot of people were talking about those.
Another one that was just, yeah, it was just a bummer. I mean, it was, here, I'm gonna pull up a image of them. Yeah, it was just a bummer because another pair that I really wanted, I don't even remember the name of them,
Rosewater.
the
Yeah.
Rose Waters. They made a separate URL, like, and I'm in Soul Savvy, so they know like new URL, like it's going here. Like, if you have bots, like you know where stuff's going. And I was just like, it's 2024. We know what works. We know what doesn't work. EQL, like EQL is what all these companies use. It's basically a service, I think, third-party company EQL, and you just submit all your stuff. And if you don't win, you get a higher chance to win the next time. And it's worked. It works well for Amamanir, Soul Savvy, or Social Status uses it. Kith uses it within their app, I believe. There's just like it's SNS, like it just works. So I just wanted to bring up the point. I was like, I'm very, very tired of these shoes just not being like given a chance. Like, the fact that you can't even enter the raffle for the Nina Chanel's is super
That is
annoying.
ridiculous.
And the simple solution is just EQL. So then you at least have a chance in a raffle. So I'm curious your thoughts on it. That's just where I'm at. I wanted to rant a little bit about it because it's like it's a service that is basically proven to work unless I'm missing something. Why don't we
I
just all
completely
use it?
agree because I've only used EQL, I think, through like Amamanir Social Status, and I think I've hit every time I've used it, which was crazy for me. But even just the fact, like, if I didn't hit, having that extra chance the next go around is so much better, in my opinion. I missed out on the minted pair for the first drop, and then I went to Saucony's website for the second, and within, I think they loaded up 1 minute or 2 minute before they were supposed to, all were sold out except like a 5.5 right away. And I'm just like, dude, why is it so hard? And why can't they drop them on time either? Why does it always have to be a little early? The Ninas still have a second drop, right? Is that on sneakers coming up?
Sneakers
Okay.
tomorrow, I think. Let me
Which,
look.
even then, man, it gets so annoying. Even if there's a sneaker that like you really want to get, it's impossible half the time. I really wish, and maybe this is like the wrong move, but I do wish they would do some sort of pre-order something, because I know some brands have done it, like ALD, Kith, they've done pre-orders. They're like 6 months in advance, but they're never for like sneakers that are incredibly like desired, you know? They're just random sort of one-off. Here's a Clark's, here's an Adidas, here's this. If you want it, if you really want it, you can wait. But I just feel like with these super coveted sneakers, just do a raffle early or something like that. Then you can pre-order, or just do the pre-orders, see how many people actually want them, and the people that are really tapped in, have the ability to buy them. And if you're not really tapped in, maybe you have to wait for the official release. Like, I don't know. Some sort of like lower, like just make 1 or 2 posts. Here's the early entry. If you want to enter the raffle or if you want to reserve a pair, you can reserve it now. If not, you're going to have to wait. Because I would do that all day. But
yeah, I agree.
it's just hard, man.
It's just there's better options than what's out
Just
there.
outlaw reselling at a profit. Make it like Ticketmaster. You can't resell your tickets for.
Well, I mean, I resell stuff. Like you hit on something and you don't want it, like resell.
Yeah,
it,
true.
It's just
I'm just
like I'm very pro capitalism, but it's just I don't. It seems like such a simple solution.
It is. I don't know. We'll get there one day, maybe.
But whatever.
I don't know. I'd be fine with just selling most of my pairs what I paid for them. I'm just like, if I don't want them, just get them out of my hands. But that's just me.
Exactly.
That's just me. I think that's really it for all like the topics, unless there was anything else you wanted to bring up, but we can sort of dive into some sneaker
let's jump
releases.
Jump into the news.
Let's see what we got today. I love these. I love these more than anything I've ever seen. So these are the Ronnie Fieg A6 Gel Kayano 12.1. I guess a new silhouette-ish. I don't know if this is exactly how the Kayano 12s used to look because I just haven't seen them, but they just look like a more technical Kayano 14, and I think these look really cool, especially that Knicks colorway, like the orange and blue. That's a cool summer shoe, and this pair is sick too, the all cream and silver. But I need these. I need any of these. I don't really care. What do you think about them? Fine, right? They're okay.
I don't know. Nothing's.
I love them. Just with how much I already wear my Kayanos, I could wear that shoe all day, every day. Never care about it. But these just look a little different.
I think I'm to a point. Yeah, no, I get that. I think I'm to a point with these dad shoe trainer mesh type deals that I have enough pairs that I'm wearing that I don't need any more. Because I'm not dressed like if I'm gonna wear like a cool pair, I'm not thinking, oh, I'm gonna go pull out my Kayanos.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna pull out a pair of J's or Dunks or something cool. But the pairs that I'm walking the dog in and doing everyday stuff in, House Studios, the new Sauconys, like my protection packs, even like my Solomon XT4s I've been just wearing about.
Yeah.
So like I have enough of those pairs where I don't know. I don't think I'll be going for these, but I
get
like
it.
the Madison Square Garden next colorway.
I need them both. These are screaming my name. And I don't know. This photo looks so cool to me. Just pops. That blue pops.
It's not my photo style. I don't know. I saw it and I was like,
it's
cool.
not my favorite angle. Something with the lighting on the side. I dig it.
The lighting's cool.
Yeah. I don't know when they're dropping, but I gotta figure that out. Next up, some more Salehe Bembury sneakers. The New Balance 530.
These are gross.
I don't like them, man. Also, I just don't like the 530s.
These are really ugly.
It's not a model that I'm really into. They look
like little kid shoes.
They definitely do. But like I feel like this is their budget sneaker. And I see a lot of people wearing the 530s. Mainly it's the girls, and it's like the all white, like, metallic pairs. And they look okay on them. On me, I don't think so. And this green, not for me. I was kind of bummed. The second I saw that picture,
I
was like, oh no. This is a pass.
Yeah, just not for me. Stop releasing these and get more of the Crocs out, man.
True.
Can we please get more pairs?
True.
Of the Pollux Croc shoes. Like, come on, what are we doing?
I gotta get a pair of those. I'm excited for more colorways. Drop them.
I'm gonna look right now, see if there's any pairs available, because I've checked like daily. It seems like to see if there's
They were
pairs,
going for a lot, right?
and there literally is no size
Damn,
11s. There's not even a size 11 on the market
that hurts.
on StockX. Highest bid for a size 11 is 800.
Not worth it. Nah.
Goat. There's a size 11 for $1,500. No shot.
It's like what we were saying the other day. Like same thing with the Pollux, like clogs. The first 2-3 colorways, they were going for like $500, and everyone was like, "You're spending $500 on a pair of Crocs. What are you doing?" And then now they're what, retail, if not below.
Basically.
I haven't looked, but that's crazy.
They're cheap.
One day. Next up,
back to Adidas basketball. Yeah. Some new Donovan Mitchell, just Dawn issue number 6.
Yeah.
In 4 colorways.
I don't think they photographed that well. Like, they don't look bad.
It looks like an AI image. There's no shadow.
I agree. At the All-Star Adidas event, they had the purple pair out on display, and I think it looked way better in person than it does in these photos. It's a cool design. Like, it's nothing crazy. It sort of has that Air Max 97 line going across where the laces are and the tongue that circle the shoe. I think it's pretty sick, but for a budget-ish sneaker, I think retail's $120. You get a carbon fiber plate in the center, some decent support. I don't know what the cushion is in them, but I think it's going to be a pretty cool pair. I'm excited to at least check them out, see what they're all about in hand. But that's just me.
It's all right. It's nothing special. I'm not a big Donovan Mitchell's cool, but he's not like somebody I'm thinking about when I'm like thinking the NBA.
True.
So it's like I just got the new a purple pair of the Scoot Henderson showed up today from Champs, and I'm like, it's not a very attractive shoe, and Scoot's not like a game changing player. Where signature shoes used to be like only the best of the best got them. Now it's like more accessible, which I think is cool because we get a lot more cool designs, but it's also more saturated. So I do like the lines that they got. I like the ombre color. The black pair is probably my favorite, which is surprising to say because I like that red fade with the blue. But yeah, it's all cool. Right.
Excited to see what they do later on down the road with them, but I know a lot of people at Adidas were pretty hyped on them, so maybe they're great.
Oh, there you go.
2 new mock-ups of the AE1 lows. I think these release in early 2025, according to this. The pair we're looking at right now is gross. I think could be the worst or AE1 low.
I don't know what the designers were thinking of with this. I mean, this is throw up on a shoe. And these are coming from people that love just about anything AE1. This is the core black, almost pink, lucid fuchsia. And it's a blue, pink, purple side panel. Very gross looking. You get a bright pink back heel Adidas logo with black carbon fiber. You also get a weird tone of a gray outsole. And then you get a black and white snake print upper that looks disgusting. Like, this looks like a kid.
I wonder if it is a kid shoe.
I'm gonna rip a new one because I just and maybe the real shoe will look better because this is a speculative mock-up, it says. But if this is it, man, oh man, scrap it now because this is bad.
I am curious what that upper material is gonna be because typically it's that like thick woven black mesh. Fabric, so how are they gonna do a snake skin design on that? Maybe they can stitch it in a way because I'm sure it's possible, but
I hope they do something because this is
something. The other pair looks a little bit better. It's like all gray, I think. Yeah, gray black with red on the heel. But in this photo, it's got like a purple underlayer, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah, so
or it's orange on the heel.
Looks like the same person mocked this up. I think it's orange on the back heel.
Orange and purple.
And then it's a purple undertone underneath the honeycomb design, which if that was orange
That
under
would
there,
kind of be
that would look sick.
tough.
But it's just that's the only thing that could really ruin the future 8U1s, because they knocked it out of the park with all the pairs that they dropped this year. And I get it's easy when you only drop 5-6 pairs throughout the entire year, but like the lows are coming up. You have to keep the good colorways coming. Otherwise, it's going to die out until another AE3 or 4 or 5 pops up, because the AE2 from Mockups I've seen, not my favorite. Which I get, you can't have just bangers after bangers. Like the Jordan 2 was pretty slept on, and then the Jordan 3 was good, and then the Jordan 4 was huge, and then Jordan 5 was kind of like, and then the 6, and then and then it's like the 11.
Time will tell.
Like, and KD, like every company has that with every shoe. The KDs, the LeBrons, the Kobe's, like Kobe 6s were that's the shoe. So I don't know. Hopefully they don't mess this up colorway wise.
I have faith. But at the same time, from what I've seen, I'm like, I don't know, man.
You got a good team behind it, but
so
you can get a little bit full of yourself and then just start putting out random stuff. But
I feel like every brand kind of has to. That way, there are pairs that are a little more accessible and that are sitting on shelves, because with all the AE1 regular colorways, like they all sold out pretty quick. Like I was able to go to the mall, I think 2 or 3 days after the original pair came out, and they had a few sizes left. But now I go to the mall, I don't see any. I saw like the one Timberwolves colorway,
they're gone,
and that was it. Like they sell out. So, maybe release some mid colorways and they sit, but nah. Only bangers. Bring us the bangers.
Speaking about bangers, Seth and I are over the moon on this. The official Jordan 4 RM Bike Air is coming out on July 3rd. It's confirmed from Nigel himself. He released a video on Instagram talking about it, the design of it.
I need him, dude.
So
do you hear the inspiration behind him? I thought it was kind of cool.
Yeah, it's his mom's driveway.
Yeah, it was the fence in his grandma's driveway, where he fell in love with biking when he was 4 years old. There was a clip of him showing off the packaging too, and it's actually pretty unique. So it says Bike Air on the top, similar sort of Jordan 4 style box, and then the underlayer of the box, I guess the bottom of it, the base, it's got an exact, I guess it's like just a photo of the concrete of the driveway, and it's sort of aged. And then the paper is like a photo of him as a child riding his red bike. And I was like, it's kind of dope, dude. It's kind of sick. So I'm really excited for these to come out. I need it. It's a great shoe from the looks of it, at least. But
yeah, these are gas, and this might be the only good Jordan 4 RM.
I know.
So I know. I'm fine with a one-hit wonder because these are sweet.
That's all I need. The other one's not it. I don't know why.
Keep them. Yeah.
Just make them all like this. I think this is the last one today. There really wasn't anything crazy as far as like random sneaker releases, but so we got to look at the As6 Gel Nimbus. I misspelled that. 10.1. So it's a combination of the original 2008 model with a Kayano 14 outsole, which is kind of cool. I saw these photos the other day, but I didn't really register that it was a new model. And funny enough, when we were at the Brave Stadium on Monday, there was a guy standing on the green wearing this exact pair that's on this guy's foot. And I didn't know that they weren't Kayano 14s. Shout out to the guy for not correcting me and making me feel like I know what I'm talking about. But I walked past him and I was like, those Kayanos are sick. And he was like, "Oh, thanks, man." And I was like, "Did those just come out? Because I've never seen these." And he's like, "Yeah, they came out like 2 days ago." And I was like, "Interesting. Okay, I gotta check these out." And then I'm scrolling through what Sneaker News Hypebeast today, and I'm like, "Man, they weren't even Kayanos. That guy didn't correct me. He's a real one." But they look really cool on foot. The photos, those are the original. Okay, so these are the originals. That's what the upper originally looks like, and then they just slap a Kayano 14 upper or midsole on them, and they look cool. They're definitely a little more out there than the Kayanos with the paneling, but the black pair looks really sick, in my opinion. I don't know if I would pick them up, but
Yeah, they're not
you know,
bad.
it grabs your attention because it looks like nothing else as far as like a runner like this goes. It immediately I turned my head and I was like, "What the hell? Those are cool!" Like one of those shoes, but yeah, they're cool. So apparently they just released. I don't know.
I like the black and mint pairs.
That is cool.
Looking.
I like them. I like them. If I saw a pair sitting on shelves, I'd probably scoop. Why not?
160, not bad.
Not the worst I've seen, but yeah, it's pretty much it for today, dude. Next week we got to do some more Q&As. Got to refresh. Maybe we'll think of a
Yes, we'll put a new one out for people to submit to.
See what the people want to hear. What do they want to know from the geniuses who run this podcast?
Exactly. Yeah, they probably don't want to hear
Probably
it,
not.
but
We'll see.
right.
There may be one. But yeah, thank you all for listening, and we'll catch you next week. Peace, peace.